Hello and welcome back to the channel. I'm Dark Grey Gaming, and today we're continuing our Duel Masochist run. So in the previous episode I pulled some pretty mediocre cards overall. I pulled Smashing Ground, which I have considered putting into a deck, but I don't think it's worth it. We also pulled the Earth Hex Sealed Fusion, but I'm pretty sure I don't have any worthwhile targets for it. And then I pulled a whole bunch of other cards that are really just not good. They're just really not good. So really it's just Smashing Ground that is worth even looking at. Now, I could replace something like Mage Power with it, but I do think the searchability of all the equipped spells off of Gearbreed outvalues Smashing Ground just dramatically. So this is the Warrior deck, the Fire Warrior build specifically, that we were looking at. And I think I'll run this for today's episode. We'll have to see how it pans out. Hopefully we get to resolve Pankratops this time around. Maybe we don't, maybe we do. However, I do still think this is probably not as good as our Chaos list. The fact that we're playing Hand of the Six Samurai is enough to cement that it's probably not as good. But we'll roll with it. At a guess, my opponent is on Live Twins. Well, starting off with Foolish Burial. Oh, I see I need to fix up my settings. Okay, they're on some kind of pendulum slop. Melodious. I mean, I know they have pendulum monsters, but they're not really a pendulum deck, are they? Of course, if I had gone first, this Dimensional Barrier in my hand would have been very nice for this matchup. Dimensional Barrier called Pendulum, just to completely turn off that mechanic, would have been probably pretty good. Am I gonna sit through this? I'm in gold, there's no reason to sit through this. Right, I'm in gold, so I can't lose rating, so there's really no reason for me to sit through these combos. Hand's looking fine. My opponent could be on Tearlament, maybe Labyrinth. They're probably on a real deck, whatever it is. It's Labyrinth. Now, I said the hand was fine, but how does it match to Labyrinth? Time, Space Trap Hole, and Divine Wrath seem pretty bad against Labyrinth. And they've discarded a rollback. Yeah, I'm go next. Yeah, so while it's possible for us to beat all of those decks, it's pretty much never going to be worth the time to actually sit through their plays and sit through the duels, because even though a lot of these players being in gold means that they're going to play poorly, even playing poorly, those decks take time and effort to beat. This starting board's fine. We've got Canadia to interrupt, we've got Network Trap Hole, we've got Back to the Front, which is kind of pointless since our monster can bring itself back anyway. Lubellion, main deck or grave? Okay, that'll help. Unless, of course, they're banishing the Lubellion. Okay, then that won't help so much. I see. So this is, at a guess, I'd say Centurion, but some kind of synchro nonsense. So let's deny them the tuner. It's Black Wings? Axel Stardust. Special summon level 2 tuner from the graveyard. Well, let's try to choke them out here. They've normal summoned. They didn't have any other, like, bestials that they could work with. They don't have a tribute for Axel Stardust. But they have back row. What the heck are they playing that they have back row? And they get to search a bestial here? That's not good. That's not good at all. Bestials match really favorably into Nemlaria Dream Devourer. Okay. That's enough to clear the Axel. Right? The Axel's only got... Oh, the Axel's got 0. Okay, so here's the plan. We're going to go normal summon Gearfried. We're going to switch Nemlaria Dream Devourer to attack mode. We could link summon, but that seems pretty pointless. We go battle phase. We clear the set monster first. If they have a mirror force, we're screwed anyway. Punishment. Well, let's chain Canadia. And they're gonna send Entis here, probably. I mean, they've punishment locked themselves at least. So there's that. Probably pop the Dream Devourer, yep. Okay, we'll clear this, the tuner. Though it doesn't matter as much now that they've punishment locked themselves. We go to our second main phase. This is a dark. It's a dark. During the main, quick effect, tribute this special as Stardust from your extra deck. This is during any main. That's really annoying. Okay, so I'm gonna go Ein, targeting Gearbreed to bait them in Gearfried rather, to bait the Druisworm. Now this doesn't do what they want it to. Because Theron Bull Ein will resolve as much as possible. So our Ein gets to resolve. And now that we've done that, we can Ein to clear the Druisworm. And then the Druisworm can trigger, but it can't affect Canadia. So we don't lose anything from that. This is hard once. Yeah. Okay, so then we will use Dream Devourer to bring itself back now that we've gotten rid of the Druisworm. The 3 least likely to come up. And then we throw it back. Judging by the response windows, I don't think they have Stardust Dragon in the extra deck. Oh, wait, but they were punishment locked, so they couldn't tag into Stardust anyway. Okay, they clear Canadia. That doesn't matter to me in the slightest. More back row. What the heck is this? They're playing Bestials, just random tuners, and then back row? What? Okay, so let's try this. Dream Devourer to attack mode. We run out Hand of the 6. It's another Dogmatica punishment. Quite likely it's another punishment. They are busy reading this card because they are very confused. Okay, battle phase. Let's get these guys out the way. And then we go direct for 16. We go to main phase 2. And we bring out the Dream Devourer again. This one... Now actually getting to the ones where they're actually useful. I don't want to banish all of my Link monsters. And there we go. I think we've just about stabilized. We don't have any interaction, but I think we've just about stabilized. Oh no. Okay, we have an out for it. I'm just hoping whatever Horus they summon back isn't something we can't deal with. We have the out in the form of back to the front for Ein. It's Imseti. If another card you control leaves the field by an opponent's card while this card is in your monster zone, you can send a card on the field to the graveyard. That's completely fine. King's Artifact? No, they actually know how the damage step works a little bit. Now how the hell do I out Imseti? Oh. Well, let's see what we can do. Back to the front for Therian Bull Ein. Okay, they let that resolve. Raises the question, what are their set cards? Well, let's try this. We're going to Therian Bull Ein, tribute itself, declare the King's Arc. Then Imseti gets to trigger. That clears my Nemel area, and now Giltia clears the Imseti, assuming those face downs aren't... One of them's a Solemn Judgment. That's crazy. What are the odds they put 2,300 points of damage on the field next turn? They're playing Horus monsters. They're gonna brick on a Horus monster right here. They're playing Bestials and Horus. If they draw a Bestial, then the game's over, but if they draw a Horus monster, it's gonna sit uselessly in their hand. Sorry, when they draw the Horus monster. They're thinking a lot in draw phase. I don't know why. The fact that they have something chainable in draw phase means that it's what? Definitely not a Bestial if it's chainable. It could be Maxi. Battle phase, we're alive. Okay. So I just need to out the Imseti. If I can out the Imseti, I'm probably winning. Yeah, now I draw this. Well, I don't have a choice here. I basically have to choose Synchros or Links. I'll keep the Links because Access Code Talker might come up. I think the Synchros are very unlikely to come up at this point. Okay, the set is not called by the grave. Could be another Solemn Judgment. Don't like the idea of that. Druid's Worm, I can't do anything about that. Unfortunate, that one looked almost winnable. Hand's looking pretty solid. Oh, please Max see me in draw phase, bro. Our opponent could be on a bot deck, I suppose. Well, let's see what we got. Show me an equip spell. That's not an equip spell. We set and we throw it back. So we've got Wat Tuna. So we can sink into Crimson Blader, I guess. Yeah, our choices next turn are Crimson Blader, Perialis, and if we draw a Dark, we can go into Chaos Archfiend. It's Stun. That doesn't give me good hopes for Wrath of Divine Wrath being good. Oh god. This locks me out of Hanks and Earth. Okay, so it's not a Duel Links player. They know to set their back row in main 2. Okay. That's a good card as well. Not as good when there's a barrier statue on the field. But let's just do this. Boom. The man. Do I run out hand of the 6? No. I don't think I do. Yeah, I think what we do is we go battle phase. We clear the barrier statue. And unless this is some kind of damage step trick, we clear both the back row and the monster every time. It's a mirror wall. Mirror wall. I'm not sitting through this. There are cards I can draw that win the game, but I am not sitting through it. Okay. I mean, I literally said it, right? Everything is... Panic outs any combination of cards there except a damage step trick. Maybe I shouldn't have been greedy. Maybe I should have just popped the barrier statue, but hey. Well, we're setting this. Only to a warrior against 500. And then from here we set the scrap beast, maybe? Nah. Time space trap hole will be enough. Well, there goes that idea. Show me a competent card and the duel is over, yep. Yeah, we're getting nothing but real decks. Oh, maybe I spoke too soon. I thought gold was supposed to be filled with bots. But this seems like it's the first one that we've encountered. Although bots don't typically set cards. Target a fire warrior monster or Gemini in the grave. So really it's summon strike ninja and hope we can clear. It's the left arm of Exodia. Oh. Either it's a bot or it's a really weird Exodia list. If it's a weird Exodia list, then we can just win with Ice Dragon's Prison by banishing the arm. That is a spellcaster. Okay. Okay. End of main. End phase. Okay, let's get rid of this before I draw a card. And before that back row is live. Gear freed. Well, let's run out as much damage as we can. Fair enough. Okay, so this thing can cycle back Iron if I'm able to Gemini summon it. So let's try to put the pressure on. And while we're putting on pressure, I think Vicious Claw on the Evocator Evac, just so that it can stick around, because then we can try to Gemini summon it. Yeah, let's go for that. Doesn't change the clock, unfortunately. 100 more attacks. 100 more attack would have gotten there. But you see, that's the nice thing about Gemini monsters. Oh. Absolutely not, bro. Absolutely not. Let's get this man right out of here. Unfortunately, it does trigger, but hopefully they don't have Shining Sarcophagus. One card your opponent controls, destroy them. Okay, so this face down is known to be Stronghold. This one is unknown. Well, let's clear the unknown. There goes Mirror Force. We Gemini summon this to get back our Ein. First Gemini summon of the series. Now, unfortunately, we don't have game. But I have a feeling he's going to activate this Stronghold here anyway. Let it through. I'll bring out Canadia as well. I may as well. I don't know if I'm going to get a better opportunity to do this, so I may as well do it now. Okay, we go to second main. I think we'll throw it back. So we have him on lethal damage if he doesn't do anything. And he didn't have Shining Sarcophagus last turn. That doesn't mean he doesn't have it this turn. Okay, Ein trades for the back row. Bullblader trades for the Stronghold. And then Canadia can go direct, maybe. I mean, that's a good card. It's a pity I can't Gemini summon Avec again. That would be very nice. Well, let's do this. They have something that they can chain. I don't like that. Obliterate. That's not what I meant when I said it's a pity we can't Gemini summon him again. I didn't want to have to Gemini summon him again. Well, in that case, we'll have to just use Bullblader to get through here. Bullblader in here. Effective Bullblader. Canadia into the face down. There goes another piece of Exodia. We activate Gearbreed. Now we could make our Link, but I don't think there's a reason to, so we just throw it back. Supervise would be a really good pull for us as well. At that point I can actually consider playing Geminis. Because we have Blazewing Butterfly, I believe, which is also a pretty solid Gemini. That's annoying, but it's not a big deal. Another face down. If that's a third copy of Mirror Force, I might be able to work around it. Let's see what we can grab off Gearbreed. Well, whatever it is, it's chainable, so it's not Mirror Force. I could grab back Vicious Claw. Probably Durandal. It's a pity this search is level 5 or lowers, otherwise it could search another copy of Ein. Probably has to be Mage Power if I want to try killing him this turn. Let's see, this kills. Then Evocator of Vec and Canadia do lethal, which means really it is just the back row that I care about. If it's just the back row I care about, maybe I go Caliburn. Just for the gain 500 life points. And I think Durandal's probably the best call. Is it smart to draw a card here? They have something they can activate. Is it Obliterate? No, it's only when it's sent from the spell trap zone to the grave. It's not like a banish from grave effect. Okay, so whatever it is, it's that face down card. It could be something stupid like Mirror Wall, in which case it has to be Bullblader that we send in. If this is a damage trick, then Bullblader still does the job. And then it's just the face down that I have to worry about. It could be the one that gains levels, in which case it doesn't matter because Bullblader clears it anyway. It is. Now that's annoying. Oh, we'll go Durandal on Bullblader. We'll go Gearbreed to draw a card. We'll Durandal to search. Let's add Rose Warrior. And then we'll throw it back. This is just randomly a Battle Fader as well. Wow, these Legacy support cards are really pushed. They are pushed so hard. I don't care about Silent Swordsman 0. Right? Yeah. Vec, I don't care. Silent Swordsman 0 doesn't clear anything, and I'm not drawing for turn next turn, so the Silent Magician 0 just dies. So I think we've got this in the bag. Oh, we can also Vicious Claw with Bullblader. That's actually really funny. But then we give them a token, which I don't want to do. Cook only to a monster you control. Do I grab another copy of Durandal? So I can normal Rose Warrior and Synchro 8 into Crimson Blader, which puts them at 200 life points. So instead, I could grab something that raises attack points. Once per turn during the standby phase, it gains a level. This one doesn't need me to draw a card, it's just during the standby. So let's grab Mage Power. Then standby phase, this gets to gain a level. Yeah, I'm pretty sure I can just kill him here. Rose Warrior into Crimson Blader puts me at 2800, 3800. That's 2300 damage. That's game. Making sure I don't do anything stupid here. Crimson Blader. Put in the EMZ. Just double checking. Mage Power. We can put Rose Warrior back. And this is just game. An actual win. And dare I say it, against an actual deck. I mean, our opponent was clearly playing a dogshit version of it. But it's definitely a real archetype. If they found more Marshmallow or the Shining Sarcophagus at any point, then the game was just lost. They drew both Mirror Forces, by the way. They are playing Guarded Treasure. You know, it's moments like this where I realize just how bad my cards are. We almost lost to that. Okay, hand is looking really bad for a going first hand. Maybe we'll just pass the turn and they won't realize that I went first. 3-card extra deck, 45-card main deck. It's not the same opponent, but who knows, it might be the same build. Or it's a bot. Well, that was the slowest set pass that I've ever seen. Well, let's figure it out. Either our opponent is on nothing and they're a bot, or they're on a real deck and they're just playing very slowly and they're bricked. Maybe they've got enough bricks to build a wall over there. Well, they thought long and hard about whether they want to threatening roar me. Set. I mean, that makes me think this is a human that I'm dueling against. So I could go Chaos Archfiend or Crimson Blader. Well, let's go for Chaos Archfiend. I like the ability to banish what I'm running over in battle, because I have no idea what this deck is that I'm up against. But so many of these bad decks that I've seen people playing rely on the graveyard in some capacity. The back row is not real, of course, it's just fake. Magic cylinders. Okay. Now, I'm not sure if they were magic cylindering to deal damage or if they were magic cylindering to protect the monster. Well, let's just see what they do. It could be burn. Some form of burn. In which case, Crimson Blader would have been a better shout. Duel Academy. Right on time. All the warriors and traps in my hand are going to be amazing with Duel Academy. Guessing it doesn't do anything with fiends. Oh, Machine Fire Fiend, if I activate a monster effect, I can target a monster and give it 1,000 attack. I mean, that's not bad. Now, the fact that they didn't use the first card tells me it's probably an on-attack declaration card. And that this response window is coming from their second set, their new set. I mean, if they could activate one of those cards, it would help me a lot. Fiendish Chain. Targeting Ein. Now that's interesting. In that case, I'm going to assume it's a burn deck. And that this is here because it negates attacks. Well, let's see if they have Mirror Force. Marshmallow, yep, it's burn. Okay. If it's burn, that means that preserving Caliburn is going to be very important. And I need to find an out for Marshmallow. Oh, is this attack boost permanent? It is. Okay. That's interesting. Lava Golem. Isn't that dandy? Well, let's get rid of Lava Golem. Now, my opponent is clearly not familiar with the concept of an extra deck. judging by the fact they only have 3 cards in it. So let's get rid of that. And then we throw it back to them, I guess. Current plan is to go for access code talker. Not gonna lie, traps with warriors would be pretty good for Duel Academy. Just saying. Oh. Marshmallow being a fairy means that this is permanently active now. That's kind of cute. They are also playing excruciatingly slow. This is the kind of player who should go and drink some. I was just thinking to myself earlier, how nice would it be if I drew Evocator Evek alongside my Draco Master of the Tenyi? Because then I'd be able to do my Tenyi guy, and I'd be able to make access code talker. But no. No. Eventually, after they've wasted 10,000 years of my life, the reason I didn't summon Photon Thrasher is because I don't want to play into Lava Golem again. Actually, they've clogged their back row. They've filled up their back row. Marshmallow doesn't do anything. Can they actually do anything here? Well, let's try this. They've had something they can respond with. Just desserts. Secret barrel. And those face downs have got to be Magic Cylinder, right? Fuck it, I'm stupid as hell. Yeah, I'm not gonna sit through this. Okay, my opponent chose second. So hopefully Divine Wrath and Ice Dragon's Prison are enough to get me there. $13-card extra deck. Show me something beatable at least. Black Wings. I might be able to deal with Black Wings. Key phrase, might. Tornado, the reverse wind. I have never seen this Blackwing before in my life. While this, when this card is normal summon, my opponent controls a special summoned monster. Okay, place a Black Feather Whirlwind from your spell trap zone. Oh, he's got pants. Let's get rid of these two. Get the tuners out of there. I have a kaiju if they do manage to make it to full armor master. Another copy of Hand of the Six. I'd like to complain about that, but it's actually not that bad. Let's bring out the Photon Thrasher. Use it like a Cyber Dragon. Okay, we go to main 2. And we'll throw out a Hand of the Six Samurai. And if it gets to live till the next turn, I can combo it with the other copy. Oh, it targets a monster. Wow, it's not even spell traps. Why can this add from banished? Legacy support for archetypes sometimes is just insane. It just has effects that make no sense. Just bonus. Oh, and they get to chain block as well because they have special summon Black Whirlwind as well. Well, who knows? Maybe they'll sink 10 into Armor Master here, I'll kaiju it, and they'll concede. Because they're frustrated. Get the fuck out of here. What, there's no Blackwing counter trap that can be activated from the hand? Yeah, I'm not sitting through this. Okay, so we've got Pankratops and we've got Guiltia. Opponent is probably on a real deck. Of course, I draw the Dimensional Barrier, going second. Oh. Well, it's bound to happen if you play enough of them. What even were they playing? They were playing Light Swans. I'm guessing that the opening hand looked something along the lines of Wolf, 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 Felice, Felice. I see they were also playing Fun. How are they supposed to resolve both of these in one turn? They can roll back for one of them. Ah, this is meant to be milled to add the Nightmare Archfiends. And then they tribute a monster and they copy this with rollback. I see. Hot take, and I don't know, maybe I'm just crazy. Maybe you should play cards that actually mill your deck. Other than just the 3 Charge of the Light Brigades and the 3 Solar Recharges. Just, you know, maybe you shouldn't be relying on Raiden Mill 2. Okay, so let's see. We're going second, of course, and we drew Dimensional Barrier again. Sword Soul. Can I beat Sword Soul? Maybe? Oh, add Long One? Then probably not. Yeah, no, I can't beat... Yeah, that... I'm not gonna sit through it. Right, because then I'm dealing with the Synchros plus Blackout. No, cancel. Well, going second, drawing Dimensional Barrier seems to be my forte. Oh, Dark Worlds. The face down is probably either Monster Reborn or Card Destruction. Show me the discard. Rainbow. Okay, Rainbow is not too big a deal. It's also very plausible that if they whiff on all of their effects, that they'll just concede because they didn't assemble what they were trying to do. Lost card in hand. This seems kind of manageable. Just decreases back their attack. I mean, we have Ice Dragon's Prison, which is nice. So let's start off with Pankratops. And then we can run out Sunlight Unicorn. And we can see what the Sunlight Unicorn gets for us. Sure. We go to battle phase. We can clear Genta. We go to second main. We set Ice Dragons. We set D Barrier. And we throw it on back. Cabra. That's fine. It missed. Even better. And now they don't have a fiend in hand, hopefully. Jackalope. Sure. Okay, they can summon something off Jackalope. But it comes out in defense mode. Two level 7s. I could Dimensional Barrier Call Xyz, but I don't know if they'd be playing any rank 7s. And I don't know if any of the rank 7s would matter. Rainbow is a 7. Yeah, if they summon an Xyz, I can just negate the effect of the Xyz with Dimensional Barrier. Yeah, they're just walling up. So I need a way to clear the Nessies. That is probably a way to clear the Nessies. Well, let's start with Sunlight Unicorn. Our biggest Synchro 8 is a 2800. Well, then we'll activate Duel Academy. Oh, if I control a Fiend, I can get the 1000 attack boost. Okay, so here's the play. This is a very weird way of doing this. And is it worth it? So what I'm thinking is Ice Dragon's Prison, grab a Fiend. Trigger Academy, pop the face down. Activate Pankratops, tribute, pop, Nessie. Trigger the field spell. Boost. Actually, first normal the White Tuna, Synchro into Crimson Blader. Pankratops, pop. Field spell, boost Crimson Blader. Let's try this. It's probably incorrect, but you know, we'll do it. Using my Ice Dragon's Prison. Oh, I can also. It's also dark, so I can actually go into. Into my Chaos Loop. Debunk. Okay. Synchro into Chaos Archfiend. And that's a Fiend, which means now we can go Pankratops. Tribute. Pop the field. On resolution, Duel Academy. Boost Chaos Archfiend. And then we go battle phase. And Chaos Archfiend can clear all of the Nessies, or both of the Nessies, and banish them in the process. And then we can go direct with the unicorn. Okay, now we've got Dimensional Barrier for a trigger to pop a card, and we've got a 3500 Chaos Archfiend exerting offensive pressure. And they're on top deck mode. Set. End phase. Okay. So a lot of the low-level Dark Worlds do have some pretty sizable defenses. So I think what we do is we go Unicorn Effect. And then we get to trigger our field spell. Let's boost the Unicorn. We'll banish their dude. If it's a Morphing Jar, that would be very bad, but it's not. We get some damage in direct. And we throw it back. We have them on game next turn if they don't do anything. If they set a monster, they're dead on board, so they have to play some kind of effect. Hells yeah. Yeah, so we just beat a real deck, which is kinda sick. And we're actually going first with a playable hand. 3-card extra deck, so Dimensional Barrier is probably not going to do very much. Maxi. Effect Veiler. Okay. I'm not entirely sure why you would do that, but sure. And then I'll play Duel Academy. And I'll set Dimensional Barrier and Canadia. This deck. Add a monster that mentions Shining Sarcophagus from deck to your hand. If you activate it during the battle phase, each player draws. Okay, they get to add a card that mentions Shining Sarcophagus. Add a monster that mentions it. Am I going crazy? Why is it that every single list of this deck is playing 3 extra deck cards? Is there some, like, community behind the scenes that's labbing out this deck? Like, yeah, it's optimal to play exactly 3 extra deck cards. Let's get this sorted now. We flip this down. And let's nib this problem in the bud immediately. Mirror Force, basically. Now I would like to see some monsters that could apply some offensive pressure. Card or effect that targets Shining Sark or a monster that mentions it. Well, can't do anything about that, as much as I would like to. End phase. Okay, I can work with this. Goes up to 16. Battle phase. We attack over this. And then, unfortunately, we can't wait till the next turn, so I'll call Pendulum. Oh. I missed out some damage. That's on me. That was me being stupid. I forgot about Canadia. Oh. I'll take it. It's a win against Shining Sark, even if it was probably someone who's never piloted the deck. What the hell is this extra deck? I mean, we've got Little Knight. Well, whatever, we go again. I wonder if my opponent is on Blue Eyes. Maybe. Well, I can't complain about this hand. I mean, I can complain about it, but I'm not going to unless they Feather Duster me. Now, most of the time when I see Blue Eyes Cosmetics, it's Tenpai. True Drago. So I have to deal with Masterpiece. This is not a favorable matchup. I'm simply, yeah, there's nothing I can do in this matchup. Doesn't matter what he pops there. None of them are chainable, and none of them do anything against True Draco. So he was going to just pick off my back row with all of his True Draco cards, and then the game's over anyway. Okay. So let's see. Hand's looking acceptable. Would have been nice to have gone first with Divine Wrath, but the rest of the hand is better going second anyway. Live Twin Sleeves, World Legacy, and Orcust. It's probably some Orcust deck. It's Trap Trick. What is that sequencing, dude? Are we not going into Sarah? Of course we're going into Sarah. Unaffected by traps. Yeah, I don't want to sit through this. I could theoretically win there, but I don't want to. I'm not in the mood to sit here for an hour while the Trap Tricks player spins their wheels. Uh-oh, this is, an unplayable hand. Ritual Beasts. Ritual Beasts. Am I willing to sit through Ritual Beasts? Probably not. I also don't know the deck well enough to know if they're playing well, but they are playing quickly at least. But my hand can't beat whatever their end board is. Now, can we round this off with a good duel, is the real question. This is a hand that functions. I'm going to set network, summon this, set econ, set back to the front. My opponent had a response there but didn't use anything. Considering the field, the sleeves, the mate, and the icon, I'm guessing we're against Magia Turbo or Dark Magician. I'm guessing Magia Turbo. Okay, Rod for a spell trap, Dark Magical Circle, circle, pick a card and stack the rest. What's the stack? What's the draw? The order was changed, so they whiffed. Always good to see. Set. Set. End. Okay then. Dimensional Barrier. Not the best draw. We have to put on some kind of pressure. If they already have Eternal Soul, then the game is lost. And if I let them find Eternal Soul, then the game is very much lost. At least we know that whatever this is not a spell card that lists Dark Magician. Yeah. I forgot that that card was added. I forgot they added that dog shit card to the game. You know, depending on how much our opponent does, we might even be able to go clearing fast this game. Well, we gotta try it. could have waited for it to resolve, but I don't think it changes anything. It's always Ram here. They have barrage. There was no point in trying. Yeah, there are a lot of matchups where we simply have no chance of winning. Zodiac is one of those. It's just a deck that they can't really screw up. It's impossible to fuck up that deck. At a guess, we're against Ancient Gears, in which case Dimensional Barrier Call Fusion could be useful. Could also obviously be Scraps. It's Ancient Gears, yes, okay. Once per turn, you can fusion summon one Ancient Gear fusion monster from your extract using monsters from your hand or field. I think I'll just go Dimensional Barrier, Call Fusion here. Now can you successfully resolve that fusion summon, please? Oh, what? You can't? That's crazy. That was their normal summon, so maybe we're fine. Dimensional Barrier is an FTK. I'm pretty sure that our opponent didn't have to concede there. I'm pretty sure that that duel was far from over. We were far from winning. But I think our opponent just got frustrated that they didn't get to summon the big boss monster. I mean, we take it. We absolutely take those. It's a free win. We'll take them. Okay. 10 Master Packs. That's not bad. I mean, I see a little bit of shine. I see a little bit of rainbow at the back there. Let's see if we can get something good. Volcanic Queen is another kaiju, I think, which isn't terrible. Disarm is returning Gladiator Beasts. Whoops. Danger Ogopogo is not bad. 2 monsters, including a link, so it's the same materials as the Tenyi one. If this is special, banish a spell from your hand or grave, target a monster your opponent controls, equip that monster to this card as an equipped spell. You can only use this effect of... Oh, it's a Sky Striker monster. Is Azalea Temperance once per turn. When this card is destroyed by battle, you can specially summon a Sky Striker from your hand or grave. We have a couple of Sky Striker cards, but I don't think this is good. It might be better than Draco Masters, but if so, it's only marginally better. Spheres I've seen used in like weird stuff, but I don't think it's any good, right? From monsters into grave, pay 500 to target a face-up monster you control. Equip this card to that target. You can send this equipped card to the grave to target one equipped spell in your grave and equip that target to the monster this card was equipped to. I mean, that's a weird equip synergy, but I don't think it's good enough. It's a machine? Yeah. It is also a tuner. Vanishing Lanius requires more Vanishing Laniuses? No, it's the one that summons from the hand. Yeah, if it was normal this turn, you can summon a level 4 lower Raid Raptor from the hand. And then this is for Battery Men. Some pretty bad pulls there, but we'll find something, I'm sure. Oxygeddon, Spellbook of Eternity. This is Tindangle, yep, Tindangle. Another Elemental Hero card. Another Fortune Fairy. Draw it, reveal it, special it. If it's special, target a set card your opponent controls and destroy it. That's actually not that bad. It's not great, but it's not bad. Coach King, if we get level 8s, that's very funny. Combos well with Ogopogo. Digusto Laplampilica. Okay. Tuner and a non-tuner Gusto. You can only special summon once per turn. If it's Synchro, it's special Gusto from your hand and one Gusto from your deck, but negate that effect. Then immediately after this resolves Synchro, a Gusto, Synchro, using only those two. Also, you cannot special summon monsters for the rest of the turn except wins. We have like a handful of Gustos, but I don't think we have enough for this. Right, we would need a non-tuner Gusto plus a tuner to synchro into this, and then we'd need another 2 Gustos, including a tuner, and another Gusto synchro monster. It would take a lot for Gusto to line up, but who knows, maybe we do get a Gusto deck down the line. Neo Flamval Garuda. Cyber Switch is Ritual Support? Cyber's Ritual Support specifically, okay? Send a monster you control to the graveyard, or if Golden's Castle of Stromberg is on the field, send a monster your opponent controls to the grave instead. I don't have Golden Castle. Yeah, this is not very good. Another Earthbound Immortal card. Spiral Gear Utility Wire is good if I have any Spiral Gears, Spiral Agents rather, but I don't think I do. Send to the grave is Link for Cybers. You can add a Cynet spell trap. I don't think I have any targets for that. Super Heavy Samurai Scales. If your opponent controls 2 or more monsters than you and you control no monsters, you can special from the hand. So it is an extender, pretty bad one. If it's normal, a special, target level 4 low Super Heavy Sam in your grave, accept itself and special it. This one doesn't require you to have no spell traps in the grave, which is unusual. Target a monster in your opponent's grave, excavate the top of your deck, and if it is a monster with the same attribute, add it to your hand. If you do, shuffle the target into the deck. Otherwise, send the excavator card to the graveyard. Also, destroy this card. Ooh. Not very good. In a world where you know the top of your deck, it's not terrible, but it is not very good. Okay. I don't know if we have any more Yangzings, but Yangzings are generally quite good if you get multiple of them. Well, it's very funny. You can ritual summon this with Ghost Form, must be ritualed. Your opponent cannot target this card with card effects. I do have the ability to summon this, technically. I have the Incantation Ritual spell. So technically I can summon this. I don't have a good way to search it or the materials to tribute for it, but I do have, or the ritual spell to summon it, but I can technically summon this. That's our second Reactor Slime. So we have 2 Reactor Slimes and Obelisk. It can't be good enough to play. I think we're past that already. Endymion's good, but I do think we need like Artemis to make this playable. Yeah, we need a Magistus for the extra deck, and then Artemis is like the good one. So, maybe down the line? Worm Falco. Reptile Worms to face down defense except this card. That's really bad. I mean, like, I love how it's except this card, because heaven forbid we be able to reuse it. Marina, Princess of Sunflowers. Cool art. If exactly one of the plants you control is destroyed by battle or card effect and sent to the grave, sorry, 1 card your opponent controls, destroy that target. This card must be face up on the field to activate and to resolve this effect. That's kind of bad. If I pull Lone Fire Blossom, I can summon this directly from the deck. But even so, this is pretty bad. White Mare. And a Madolche Petinsasur. This is the one that summons a Madolche from deck. If it's special, special Madolche from hand or deck except itself and reduce its level by 1. I have a few Madolches, but I don't think this is worth playing. Right, you have to have no monsters in your grave to summon it as well. I'll have to look, but I don't think it's worth playing. It could be a 1-card rank 4, depending on the cards I have, but yeah. Okay, special a monster from the grave. Your opponent loses 1,000. Not very good. If I pull Tear Limits, that would be sick. I would need a lot more Tear Limits for this to come up, but if I can play Tear Limits down the line, that would be sick. Another Arcana Force, not even going to read that. Ignite Lancer. Target 3 Ignites you control, destroy them. Don't have enough. Another Magistus. Send a spellcaster from your hand or face up field to the grave to summon this from the hand. Declare an attribute, it becomes that attribute. Banish this from grave, then target 1 Magistus you control, except equip it with a Magistus from your grave except at level 4. Not terrible. Again, we'd need like a critical mass of Magistus for this to be good. And a Labyrinth Kuklock. This is just generic, isn't it? Discard this card. This turn you can activate 1 normal trap that was set this turn. Oh, if you control Labyrinth. It's not. Okay. And if a card is sent from your hand if a card is sent from your hand to the graveyard to activate your normal trap card or your Labyrinth card or effect except this one while this card is in your graveyard except during the damage step, you can add this card to your hand or special summon it. If I pull a lot of Labyrinth cards, maybe. I think I pulled one of the Labyrinth traps, but I could be completely wrong on that. Iron Call is pretty bad. And then this is just a rank 4. 2 level 4 Dark Dragons. Too narrow for me to even consider it. Vision Hero Gravito. I'm getting so many Vision Heroes. Prankid's Pranks. Oh, wow, it's not even a new one. I just realized it's... Violent Charger. Gold Pride, that came out of nowhere. Okay. We've got 2 copies of their E-Telly, and I think we've got like a couple of Gold Pride monsters. Summon a Gold Pride from your hand or grave, then your opponent can special summon 1 monster from the hand or grave, but negate their effects. A second copy of Alpha, the Electromagnet Warrior. Well, if I pull more Electromagnet Warriors, maybe, but for now, that's just another Rock level 3. Protecting Spirith Logoth. If this card on the field is destroyed by battle card effect, you can target a monster on the field. It cannot be destroyed by battle this turn. You can use each of the following effects once per turn. If the effect of a fairy you control is activated, you can special this card from your hand. Okay, so if I have a deck of fairies, this would be pretty good. And you can target 1 face-up card your opponent controls and 1 attack position monster you control. Banish that opponent's card, and if you do, change your monster to defense position. That is not bad at all. If I build fairies, then this is an auto-include. But I would need to be able to activate a fairy on the field consistently. And I can't think of any fairies that I could do that with. But the card itself is not bad. It's not a card I've seen before, but it's not bad. Laser Clip. Need a lot of Clifforts for that. Send a Star Seraph from your hand to the grave. This is one of the bad Star Seraph cards. Rebuildier. When it destroys an opponent's monster by battle, target a Cyberus with damage or less attack, special it. It's Sirocco. Not Sirocco. Yeah, so no. Whatever. It's destroy a monster, bring a monster back. That's not terrible either. Dreamer. During the main or battle phase, if a Dreamer Joy is in the field zone, you contributed special to Phantasmos. It's not great. It's a 1900 Beast Warrior is what it is. A Ritual Beast monster, we don't have enough Ritual Beasts and Spiritual Beasts. Fairy Wind's not bad. Destroys face-up spell traps on the field. It's an out for Eternal Soul. It's an out for the 10-5 field spell. Helps it deal with Yubel, though I haven't encountered those a lot lately. It does clear Shining Sarcophagus, which is also kind of nice, and it doesn't target while doing so. And it's a trap card that lets us trigger the field spell of ours, but it would destroy our own field spell. Yeah, it would clear our own field spell and Gear Breed, which I don't like. And our equip spells. Good card, but not in our current deck. I don't think I'd play this in the current list, but other decks I could definitely see this being played. It's not bad at all. This can't be destroyed by battle once. Could be better, could be worse. That's a generic rank 4 that does more than Magician of Faith. Magician of Hope, rather. It's an upgrade to Magician of Hope. And who knows, maybe down the line we end up pulling like Utopia Double, Double or Nothing. This is like the most high rarity card in that sort of collection of things. Right, and this also has some weird synergies with the Go-Go-Go's and Dododos and Gagagas, which we have a weirdly large number of. Jester Lord is not very good. Lucent is not very good. It's a good card. Don't think we have any good targets for it, but it is a good card. Oh, it has to discard a tuner, that makes it a lot worse. Salamangreat Claw, we would need a critical mass of Salamangreat to even consider it. We pulled a whole bunch of Vylons. Sunlit Sentinel. Set this to your spell trap zone during the standby of the next turn. If this such card was destroyed and sent to the grave, special summon it, then destroy all cards your opponent controls in this card's column. This is a strange one. Very slow, very janky, but you know. Rainbowzu. Once per turn, target a face-up monster you control. It gains attack equal to the difference between the number of cards in the extra X times 100 until the end phase of this turn, even if this card leaves the field. That can be like a reasonably sized boost if I use my Nemalaria monster. Gains attack during your turn only. Gains defense during the opponent's turn only. Each equal to the difference between the number of cards in the extra decks times 200. If this card attacks, it changes to defense. If the monster zone is destroyed, place it in your pendulum zone. At its biggest, it's 3,000, and it's level 7. It's a scale 8, which isn't bad, but I think we'd be hard pressed to find to find worse pendulum monsters, right? Like this would be one of the lost pendulums we included. Fencing Fire Ferret's not bad either. It's when it's destroyed, pop a card. Face up monster. Still, Fencing Fire Ferret is a beast as well. And a fire. Fencing Fire Ferret I'll have to take a look at. FA Pit Stop is the bad one. Yeah, it's FA's. Valkyrie's Embrace. If all the monsters you control are Valkyrie monsters, skip. Your opponent draws 2 cards. Special summon one level monster from your graveyard, ignoring the summoning conditions. The monster special summoned by this effect can't attack nor activate its ability this turn. Well, that's amazing. It's a discard 2 for a monster reborn on specific monsters. Triamid. We pulled like a couple of the Triamid field spells. Target a Triamid card in your grave. Shuffle it into the deck, and if you do, all rocks gain attack and defense. So it recycles. Once per turn, during your opponent's turn, target one Triamid field spell in your field zone, send it to the grave, and if you do, activate a Triamid field spell from your deck. This is during the opponent's turn only. So I guess the idea is we're supposed to cycle our field spell on the opponent's turn, and then in our turn we target the Triamid card and put it back in the deck. And then the attack and defense point boost is permanent, right? Yeah, it's permanent. We'd need a lot more Triamid cards though, I think. I have like this weird rock deck brewing in the background, but I don't think it's good enough. Another hero. Sparkman plus Clayman with Dark Fusion, target a monster on the field, destroy it. I have none of those cards. Another Kaiju. We're getting a lot of Kaijus, which is nice. This is the Psychic Field spell? Yeah. And then the DDD stuff. DDD needs a lot of cards to come together, so that's unlikely to ever be playable. Stardust Spark, that's a generic 8. That's a generic 8, that probably goes in the list, almost certainly. Quick effect, sacrifice a card you control once it can't be destroyed. Not bad. Salamangreat Weasel, we'd need a handful more Salamangrates. Like, we need, most importantly for Salamangreat is like Gazelle and all the Link monsters. Deskbot 004. This card is crazy if you're playing Deskbots. I don't think we have enough Deskbots for it, but down the line that would also be a pretty low rarity deck that maybe we get the pieces for. Another Harpy 3. Adhesion Trap all sucks. Stygian Security, if it's a struggle battle, especially a level 1 Fiend from the deck. Lost pull of the day, can we get something crazy? Libromancers. Reveal a ritual monster in your hand, special summon this card from your hand. If it's special, add a Libromancer spell from your deck to your hand. You can only use the effective Geek Boy once per turn. Well, not a very good pull set, but we did find Stardust Spark, and we did find number 39 Utopia, both of which probably go into the list. I'll have to look at Betetting Sasur to see if she's worth playing, but I think that's gonna about wrap it up for the day. Thank you all for watching, and I'll catch you all in the next one. Cheers.